Way too much wind. Alright, start you again.
This one's called Maxilites. Brothers and sisters of us all unite, we are one in the visible and strong. They may try to break us, but they cannot underestimate us. They know our memories are long. Set up by some stupid villages. That's how they picture it, at least that's what they try to pretend. But check out our history so rich, an evolution we are prophecy that we will rise again. That we will rise again. Again and again, to the land is ours. Again and again, until we have taken the power. Again and again, to the land is ours. Again and again, until we have taken the power. Deep in the forest, high up in the mountains, to the future we will take an oath. And let's bring it tight as we encircle the cities. Our home is the undergrowth. Because I am the next and I will be young. Fighting for survival and not quality. But it's my vision of me, my brother and my mother. My mother, my dear, come and live this reality. That we will rise again. And we will rise again. Again and again, to the land is ours. Again and again, until we have taken the power. Again and again, until the land is ours. Again and again, until we have taken the power.
We have there's Shiva. I know he doesn't look traditional, but that's who he's telling me he is. That's Shiva. And we go around to the other side. And this is Shetki. And you can see the different aspects. Wait, am I wrong here? Is this? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's kind of like morphing between each side is kind of like a little bit of each. But this is the feminine side. This is definitely the feminine side. So this is Shetki. You see? Yeah, that's a woman's body. So right there, that's Shetki. But it still has the arms, the multiple arms. And that's Shiva. Yeah, look at the arms go up. Yeah, this is Shiva. This is definitely the masculine side. It's got a face right there, man. I don't know who that is. Looks like an old Indian sage. The farther we get here, the more like, oh, there's a snake there. There's a snake's head too. Oh, and the wind is helping them. Hey, look, the wind is helping them dance. Isn't that just so convenient? So they're like, yeah, they're combined. And this one, they're combined. I mean, you know, the story that I channeled, they were two separate entities. But I guess to come through, they wanted to come through. Oh, look, you have a little bit of a Ganesh there too. But definitely the arms. The arms of Shivas, man. They're all over the place. Look, right? Oh, now I'm seeing just the head. Oh, wow, that's cool. It's a head with some kind of like headdress. That's what I mean. They kind of go back, but I still see the woman there, and like in this dress, like in this like flowing dress. And now she's like moving her leg, and she's like dancing and stuff. And we go one more time back on this side, and what we see. Yeah, this could be Shetki. Maybe she was the whole thing, and Shetki's pieces of it. There Shiva's arms are like everywhere. It's like a duck-like thing, a bird face. And up there now it looks like a woman with a veil. And is this something inside this thing? What is that? Wow. Huh. So. When you look at this thing, when I say that it's a portal to other dimensions, I mean that when you look at this thing, you can literally, if you stare at it for a while, which I did very much, and the ones that I did in my backyard, or not my ex-backyard, you stare at them long enough, and you kind of get drawn in, and all of a sudden these faces start talking to you and start saying things. It's not like they become almost like the point that you have to stare at to get into to actually experience that other dimension. And it's not physical. It's not all of a sudden you see into that dimension. You see things, and then you're feeling that energy. All of a sudden you're walking through that thing. But for them it is they're coming directly through here, and then once I'm done with this thing, the spirits are let go, and then they're floating around. Now don't worry, this is not the Shiva that destroys everybody. That he comes in physical form on that one, man. And so does Shetki. This is just a representation of their spirits, both their spirits coming through. And if Shetki's with them, then that means it's like it's a good thing. If he was by himself, maybe he's just like checking things out, But if they're both here, that's a good thing. They're looking for ways to help us, and we'll help you guys, and help you all not to like make a mistake when it comes to like. And no, other people, if you have anybody that believes in any other religion other than Hinduism, sees us as, well, you're just talking about Hindu gods, it's like, no, I'm just talking about deities. I mean, these are represent in the Indian religion, I guess the Indian scriptures. These represent an energy, right? They put a garb and faces on them and whatever, but it's the same across every religion. It is these the messengers of death and the 4 horsemen, whatever it may be in whatever religion it is. It represents the demons in Buddhism. It represents the things that we should be very aware of and understand. Right? And if I'm putting these names on it because I happen to like Hinduism. I think it's a very colorful, very and they're from other dimensions. They're absolutely comfortable with that. Believing that at least that's what it is in the scriptures, and the people that I've met in yoga places, and the people that I've met, the Indians that I've met in the working environment, they're a little bit different. They don't really understand or dig that kind of stuff as much. But people that I met in yoga schools and they're very much we're from we're all from out there. But not when you say out there, it's not out there in space. It's across here and across dimensions. So this is a look into. That's why it changes. Especially, thank you, wind. I appreciate that. The wind is actually giving it a lot more depth, and look at that face down there now it's forming, and you can basically stare at it for an hour and it'll look different every hour. I mean, you record this thing over and over and over again, and it will look different at every point. And then it's never gonna. Hey, there's a girl there, and she's moving around. There's a and now there's like is that what's his name? The guy Merlin? Is that Merlin? The guy from what I mean. Yeah. Now, in my backyard, I use a lot of different lights and a lot of different things are hitting it. But it's by itself, it's just, it's a nice art form, man. And I enjoy it. And of course, nobody's gonna pay me for this because once I put it in the bag, it'll never look like this again. So it's not like I'm selling this shit. What I'm doing is I'm creating portals at per request of these deities and God to help y'all out. So I decided that maybe I should keep on doing it. So I'll go ahead and dance this one now. Because the other part of this is literally dancing. And all the spinning that I did with this thing just before, that was very important.